Hello and welcome back to the Morning Skate podcast. I am your host, DJ Mitchell, here with Matthew Moody. We were both traveling recently. So before I get into my nonsense, Matt, how was your recent travels?
Good. Was in Nashville for my wedding, so that was a good time. Literally, like my entire extended family. So, fun times were had.
Fun times indeed. Did you have any drinks of sorts?
I hear there's music in bars, but I wouldn't know.
You just wouldn't know. Oh, 5 of 12 right now. So we got a little time. Yeah, I just got back
Dude,
from my honeymoon.
the lobbies are
What?
filling so fast right now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is true.
Like,
Yeah, last night I joined 5 and 4 were ongoing at the same time. And as one finished, the next one started. And I was like, wow, I've made a mistake. Like you cannot do that right now. It will not snap fill, but they're filling, one every 5 minutes, which is fantastic. I mean, it's going to help with my 71 drafts remaining. Matt, you're down to the 50s, right?
yeah, I have 54 left now, I think. Unless there's one today that I think is going to get thrown out. Let me see if it's been thrown out yet. I still don't know how to figure out if it's been thrown out, but
if you're wondering why I said 71 and not 70, and you're like, "What? You joined 5 drafts to get to?" No, I joined 5 drafts to get to 70, and one got thrown out. I didn't realize it in real time, and then like as the draft went on, I was like, "Wait, this one actually could get tossed." I didn't see this one guy. So yeah, I have a lot left.
Well, it's actually I think I only did one today. No, I did 2 today, so the one got tossed. Okay. Fuck.
Was it a good one?
I love the perfect team. I actually I'm gonna figure out what the email looks like to know. Okay, yeah, here we go. 5 on your recent BestPuck Classic draft. Here's the team, DJ. Jack Forsberg, Sid Caulfield, Sorokin, Kyrou, Raquel, Swayman, Seth Jones, Steven Stamkos, Brock Besser, Monahan, Coleman, Sam Renzel. The people do not want me to have Sam Renzel.
No, they do not. Yeah, why don't we just briefly just go over a few things quickly? Let's talk about maybe just a few teams and some interesting notes as we are well to the end of training camp and all that stuff. And yeah, I was going to say, I feel like Matt's internet's struggling and not mine right now. I'm glad to get that verified. I'm like, I think everything's going well on my end. You sound like you're a bit of a robot.
Huh.
Back from Italy, baby. Let's go. He's a new guy. Donny Gelato himself. That's what I called myself in Italy. I took on the persona. You should just leave and rejoin.
Right, I will. Yeah, I'll leave and rejoin. See what happens.
I'll talk about Italy for like 3 minutes. Yeah, you are very blurry. Okay, I'll talk. This is great. I get to talk about my honeymoon. Everyone's why they came. I won't for long, but yeah, no, Italy's unbelievable. Definitely go. Rome, Capri, Sorrento, Pompeii, the museums. The Colosseum, like truly unbelievable. Vatican Museum, all the stuff. Great food, good. I mean, like you hear it, you know it, you love it. Did miss hockey a little bit. I was sort of sitting there just like, damn, wouldn't it be nice to like fire up some DFS lineups for the preseason while I'm here though? Sit out on the balcony, maybe have a couple beers and just like, you just can't do anything. I didn't really try because I knew it wouldn't work, but I didn't even like consider, and I'm not going to like degen too freaking hard because the game started like 2 a.m. 7 p.m. is 2 a.m. So wasn't really worth it, but happy to be back now after a very nice, restful, I say restful, but like wasn't restful at all. We walked like 80 miles to get into the hockey and shit hit the fan for some teams. So now that Matt's rejoining, we can get into, you look worse so far, but we'll see how it goes. Nope, you're back. Wait, you look good again. Say words.
Okay.
You sound
my
good.
My speed test is fine.
Yeah, you look good and you sound good.
Look good, play good. Let's go.
Yeah, so I think the first team to discuss is Florida. Tua here. I know our resident Mackie Sandwichkevich lover. I think we just briefly touch on it. Barkov done for the season. I mean, first and foremost, 0% draftable, right? Like, no thought about that at all. Because I've seen people like take him still, and I don't think all of them are auto drafting. I just want to make sure we're on the same page before we move any further.
Yeah, this season.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think the chance of him playing at all, like in the playoffs, is 25%. Like, I think it's incredibly unlikely he plays a single game this entire season, including the playoffs. Maybe 50% on the playoffs, but like they're gonna like now with the new rules, they can't bury him and bring him back out in the cap relief, and they can't go way over the cap and go into the playoffs. So they lose his cap hit for the entire season, and he'd have to return. So there's kind of more nuance to him. But yeah, definitely completely undraftable. Like, do not draft Barkov. I'm kind of holding the sense that really no one gets better on Florida other than, in my opinion, like Lendell, I think gets the obvious boost. I don't know if that makes him draftable. That seems like a bit of a stretch to me. Like, it's an idea, but I don't think it's a very good one. Marchand probably jumps on the top power play, so I can allow that to happen. And is there anyone you're thinking of that I'm not?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what's happened today so far because we haven't seen any further gets what where like power play and whatnot.
Yeah.
Obviously things can change. Like I fully expect Lundell, Reinhart, Luosterainen at some point this season. Like it's not like that's set in stone or anything. But because the full guns were playing Tampa today, there were a lot of penalties. So seeing what we can mine. Have you seen the game, by the way?
I had that one on for just a little bit because I didn't play anyone in it, and I looked and I saw Greer 19 minutes, Ekblad 14 minutes, Sorelli 14, and 12 for Finley. So I did see that there was quite a bit going on there.
There were 100 penalty minutes. But anyway, looks like their first unit, all players were available. It looks like was Bennett, Reinhart, Martin, Seth Jones, Aaron Ekblad. So Carter Verhaeghe people remain.
Yeah, he'd have to, I don't know, score 40 goals like he has already to ever get on the top power play. Yeah, I mean, Bennett is probably the other guy that gets a conceivable boost, but like the team gets worse. I just feel like it's all kind of a wash. Like, I'm still drafting Bennett because I have been here or there in Florida situation. Like, if kind of all bells fails and I could get the Jones Bennett stack, I don't mind it. Like, the upside clearly exists on the top power play and things, but I don't really know if there's anything that I think is like, earth moving from the injury other than Florida's much worse overall. Like, Reinhardt's probably worse and Verhaeghe's probably on, like we're saying, like he's worse. Like, it sucks to say that because we thought a power play role should open, but not for him. So yeah, and I think they'll rotate some of the cast there. Like he'll see some looks. Mackey will see some looks there. Really, the only constants are probably going to be Reinhardt for the time being and Bennett Jones, right? I mean, I don't even know. I think Matt's frozen. This is going well. I know what it feels like to be Matt now. This is crazy.
I mean, it's all working fine on my end. I see that it says I have an unstable connection, but I don't.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like restart the computer worthy or at least your internet, like the browser you're in. I can't even hear you. I heard
No,
nothing
it's
you just
fine.
said if you said anything.
I'm just refreshing the Wi-Fi connection because
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. My speed test is perfect, so
yeah.
StreamYard is just
well, like
when
you're good, you're really good, and when you're bad, it's complete like not it's like it's in waves. But way better right now, I agree. So yeah, I mean the thing is Verhaeghe bumped to the top. I think he was the top line. I think it was going to be Barkov, Verhaeghe, Reinhardt. So nothing changes. It's just his centers now Bennett.
The problem is that before Verhaeghe was basically either with Barkov Reinhardt or Kachuk Bennett, when we get to the money stages of BestPuck Classic. Now that's not a guarantee. Now he could be with, Lundell Luosterainen, which is not as good of an offensive deployment. So, like, yeah, if you're not getting the top power play minutes, you're unlikely to pay off that ADP for Hagee. I mean, he's just, he's not just a guy, but he's not like a difference maker on his own, in my opinion, for fantasy goodness in this type of format.
Yeah, I can agree there. So we can move past them. Let's talk about Chicago. We did get a question right off the jump about Rinzel, and you mentioned him as well. But are we, stacking Rinzel, etc., the kind of your third defenseman in? I mean, has he moved into that realm in your opinion where you feel comfortable drafting him as your third guy in a, probably a team you have at least one better, pretty good defenseman, but like, do you see the upside there, I guess, to make him draftable?
Yeah, I wrote about this in my newsletter that came out this morning, so you should go read the full thing. But basically, they've been unflinching in their commitment to Rinzel as their power play one defenseman. He's obviously going to make the team. He's going to break camp with the team. There's no one else on that power play that I want exposure to other than Connor Bedard. And Connor Bedard goes fairly early in drafts, and Rinzel goes about as late as it possibly gets. So, yeah, power play one defenseman looks like he could be a decent rates guy. Yeah, just click him. It doesn't really. You don't need to stack him with fucking Teuvo Teravainen or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
there's only one relevant forward on that team. Like, I like Donato. Don't get me wrong. I'm still taking some Donato, but he's not on that top power play. And there's, again, Nazar, Bertuzzi, Teuvo are just off the table. So yeah, Rinzel is perfectly fine, and you don't need to prioritize stacking it whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree. I think you could take him without any players in Chicago. I think. I mean, I still don't think. Like, I'm still okay with Donato. The last player, Frank Nazar on Chicago. Have you seen some of the preseason looks and thought, maybe there's something here in BestPuck as like a fourth center, or is it just getting a little too cute?
No interest.
Cool. Okay, we'll move on to. I mean, I think we do need to talk about Buffalo for just like 1 second here. As Josh Norris moved into like, man, like it like I guess it's the question of like, does preseason matter enough to you to say like this has changed anything, or is it just basically status quo? You're drafting him anyways, like take him there, or is there anything I guess about him or Buffalo in general you want to touch on?
I mean, reading Josh Norris, I hope to get upwards of 16 to 18% of. He looks to be Tage's center and is locked into a perimeter role in the Sabres power play. Zach Benson is the exact line mate you want your fantasy studs to have, as he'll create lots of offense without using any of it for himself, and he'll just make his line mates look really good. The fact that Josh Norris is a longtime Moods dude is just an added bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did actually get that far in your article before I fell asleep, and by that I mean started to work. Okay. Any other teams I feel like we need to discuss before we get drafting?
Did you just come on this program to tell me that reading my work makes you fall asleep?
No, it doesn't. It's actually really good, and I like it.
I know that's a lie
hockey.
because you can't read.
I'm going to be actually like entirely truthful. Most of the times I like listen to them. I just like have Google read it to me because I'm like it. Well, because I can still work and do that. Like I can, like if I'm like doing something mindless, I could just have that happen.
Yeah. I don't even think you were in the Discord for this. Do you remember when I put my manifestos through the AI and they did a podcast about them? Does that
Oh
ring a
my
bell?
God. I do remember you trying that. I don't think I
Yeah.
listened to it honestly, but
It was like a Google God, it was like Google Live something, it's Google's AI thing, and you just upload articles off the internet to it and you say, hey, make a podcast about this, and it was literally like decent. Yeah. And I'm guessing over a year it's gotten much better. So yeah, you could do that. That is something you could do in theory, as long as you subscribe to my newsletter, moods.beehive.com. You can do whatever the hell you want with it.
yeah. Okay. So let's, I guess, wrap this with one more thought. And instead of making this thought into like a discussion point now. We'll kind of draft. But my thought is, now that we've gotten this far, is it, and what I'm trying to do, I guess, is I'm trying to draft a few more players that are conceivably draftable, that are probably going to end up in the 10 to less than 10% drafted camp. With so many drafts happening all at once, it might not be the case, but I think that's sort of a discussion point I want to get to, where it's like, I'm not really drafting like Landeskog and Mark Stone and guys that I don't really believe are going to get there, that are going to be near 100% drafted. I'd rather go down the board and try to find some players that are in the roles I want to see them in, to get them there. So we'll talk about that as we draft. And then, yes, Malik, I love Ben McDonald, the biggest idiot that's ever existed, saying nasty things about hockey, really. And frankly, he should be put down. He's a baseball announcer, and they were like, ESPN, the opening night, Tuesday night. Like, are you going to be watching? And he's like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
like,
he's with fuck you. Yeah, he's with Kevin Brown at Masson, the Orioles guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That Flatfoot.
Wait.
He basically said he hated hockey.
Wait, where? Wait, when? Hold on, what?
On live TV during the baseball game.
I don't know. When? Like last week?
Yesterday. He was doing the broadcast for the Cubs game yesterday.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh,
no. Okay, I see. He is with. Okay. They got contracted to do the game or whatever. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? The
I
Orioles
do think
are not
playing. He is the Orioles guy, but they
yeah.
obviously were doing it. I don't know that either. Like, I do think I saw someone say he was the Orioles guy.
I like watching the Orioles team, but cool. Yeah.
I have nothing against baseball. I don't watch it. Like, on TV. Like, if you tell me we're going to a game, I'm hooting and hollering. I'm having a great time. Let's go watch a game live. Any game. I don't care. Watching it on TV is just so. If you have money down, sure, but like, man, not my thing.
If you haven't tried it post pitch clock, it is so much better. But anyway, okay. That's funny. I'm now seeing what he said, and that's quite good.
He's gonna go on.
I appreciate the honesty.
He's going on a Toronto radio show tomorrow to talk about it.
That's so funny.
I will. I'm not going to probably listen in live, but I will. I am interested. It's just because like he sounded so offended by the notion. Like that was really what got me. It was like, watch the hockey. Like I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like why? It's not football.
I mean,
you want to join the next lobby?
Yeah, if we can race to it.
All right, let me know when you click enter.
All right, I am clicking enter.
And confirm.
All right, we're in.
One more person. We're in. Yeah, we want to share.
Yeah,
I am keeping an eye on the
I think
DFS.
my internet's fine.
It seems fine now. Yeah, I don't know what all that rigmarole is on. Oh my god, Detroit took the fucking lead.
Well, what? Stolarz had 28 saves through 2 periods. My team is so bad. It's so funny.
He has 38 saves now, but he's gonna lose.
I do not feel sorry for you. I played a Flyers goalie, so
yeah, he got bombarded.
Yeah,
Dougie.
I got
Dougie
11 pick.
Is there anything better than daily fantasy preseason hockey? Is it the best? Is that the peak of life?
I'm losing today, so actually, it's pretty ass.
I mean, I'm not going to win, I don't think, but I could cash out in the 50 and the 33 and stuff. I mean, I'm doing it now. But it's gonna be very close and everything. So if you're not playing daily fantasy preseason hockey, what really are you doing? The $50,000 opening night, we will have a podcast for, of course. So we'll be recording one more season preview show. That'll be an actual podcast, I believe, on the feed. And then we'll be recording Monday night for Tuesday slate. I don't remember what, I think it's the Thursday slate that's huge after that. I think it's, well, obviously,
you mean games wise?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Thursday's the first big one.
Yeah, Wednesday's a 4 and Thursday is like a 10 gamer.
Yeah. So probably podcast for Tuesday, Thursday, like normal. So a lot coming up.
Yes,
But yeah,
and
no, very exciting.
from my end, I mean, just while we're my end, I will be doing a season preview write up of the downsides of each team and sort of like headlines of like what the area could look like. Because everyone's like, oh, this team could be great. Oh, this team could be great. It's gonna, and I'm just gonna say, hey, what could suck here? I think that was fun. Try that again. So that'll come on the newsletter before opening night, and then obviously we'll do a podcast. Wednesday, I will write up the 4-game slate podcast, and then Friday, I would do a write up NHL games next Friday because the NHL is literally the worst league on the planet. Why would you not schedule any on a Friday of your opening week? I have no fucking idea.
Is
Yeah,
it basketball opening
that
night?
is the plan for me though. NBA doesn't start till like the 28th, I don't think.
What the fuck do I know? That is interesting. I didn't think about. I know that was true, but I didn't think about it. Okay, I had the 5th pick. By the way, the draft has started. McKinnon, McDavid, Matthews, Kucherov. I'm still grabbing Pasternak here. I just think that like Kucherov, Pasternak, and Kaprizov are like a clip above every other wing. I like Draisaitl kind of just as much. Like that top 7 is just so comfy. Click. After 7, it gets a little bit hairy. Any thoughts on the top 7 before we talk about kind of the back half of the first
Yeah,
round and
with starting the year alongside McDavid, I think I'm taking Pasternak at the 5. It's just Draisaitl's just too good, too secure. I mean, there's a real chance that Pasta's knee. There's a real chance that he just can't recreate last year where he was team with no hope and was still awesome. But he's still on a budget with no hope. Charlie McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm aren't going to make him a fan other. So I'm a little skeptical that he's like that he's definitely ahead of Draisaitl. But I still think I like him slightly more than Kaprizov. I think I got this 6th pick in a draft earlier. I don't remember if I did or not, but in any case,
yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
I really don't think
that's how I would do it.
I don't disagree, but that is obviously always a flimsy, or not flimsy, but not as sticky as maybe you'd like if you're drafting, like saying like, oh, like I'm going to take Draisaitl over these other guys. It's like that could change on a whim. I really don't think Knobloch's all that good of a coach. Is probably my biggest thought. Like, I get the success, but I don't think he was anything all that much better than Woodcroft. Just variants broke the right way, and they needed a change. But I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. And he's not that heavy, but he's pretty big. He's a tall guy.
Name the Boston head coach.
Marco Sturm.
Yes. Okay. Do we know
Lane
anything
Hudson?
About Marco?
Is this draft getting thrown out? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep, it's getting thrown out. Okay. Well, awesome. So actually, we're gonna have to do like 95 drafts in order for you to finish. In order to finish year 1, because this is a plague. I mean, just Brett, are you in here? Can you tell us if this is getting thrown out? Like,
it's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, Tom, but this dude fucking took Willie 9. Like, he's not done here. he's not done.
I agree that like it's not over, but like we're 1 or 2 picks from it being over, and then 3 from straight Jover City, like Dunzo. Yeah, I guess while we're in this draft, we can at least discuss of what's going on. Vasilevsky's continued to slip. I actually got him at like 25. I don't really get the slip all that much. I do kind of like getting Boldy and Panarin and stuff. Like, I don't think it like I think he got pushed up the board unnecessarily a little bit, but on the same token, I feel like people are like worried about him. Do you have any concerns on Vasilevsky to start the year?
Concerns? No. I mean, when you look at the ADP though, like, I would. I wrote about this. Like I wrote about this too, but just forfeiting like the impact this range and specifically the impact forwards in the second round to me just don't sit right. I don't basically I don't like the 2v2s of one in the second round and have to take a winger in round 7 versus the inverse in the second round and a goalie in the 7th. Like the goalies are all just kind of the same, and there's a very distinct tier difference between the leaders. So like I'm just not taking goalies, until round 3. Pretty much out on Shesterkin. Why aren't my exposure showing? I have what's its face? The draft caddy.
It's because you just don't believe in yourself enough. You got to believe a little bit harder. I agree with that sentiment. I mean, I'm sort of I'll take them when they get to me, but I'm not going to force it too much. I hate to do this. Oh man, yeah, I'm going to take Igor. I really like getting Igor Ottinger, or like I said, if Vasi slipped a little bit further. I don't think that, like you're saying, I don't think there's as big of a delineation between those 3 goalies as their ADPs, but I think there's a much bigger one between Jesper Bratt and Artemi Panarin. Like that's a a much bigger ocean in between than the lake that might separate Shesterkin and Vasilevsky. So agreed on all fronts. I'll let you. I'll continue to yammer on while you do that.
Is my internet ass again? Like
probably. It's been a little bit here or there.
Okay.
I don't know what you've done.
I don't understand what's happening.
Okay. A melee took Braden Point, the next pick, which was the ADP correct take. He was like the top ADP. So we're feeling a little bit better. Someone asked about someone said drafts get thrown out. Absolutely. I mean, of course, I've seen egregiously bad. Like we've seen William Eklund in his rookie season go 101. Like we've seen insane things that were like, obviously, if not cheating, whatever. But on the same token, I think it's been a little bit better. It's been getting better and better over time. You take Kempe instead of taking Tage Thompson. Did you just feel like Eichel, Connor, Tage is a little too much center equity early on?
I have a sharp memory of on the Badge Bros, like 3 drafts taking Tage with Eichel and Dahlin, or maybe it was Samson or something. I might not even have taken Tage with it. I have no idea. I have no problem taking Tage there. Like with 2 centers that early, it doesn't really matter to me. But I just sort of waffled, and ultimately I'm not the decision. The decision I'm between is taking a goalie or Dylan Gunner. I'm going to take a goalie though. Can't miss out on goalies. I want to see what the stream gens are doing in net, so at least I have my backbone. I'm still just tilted that I can't load anything because I don't know why. I don't know what's going on here. The game just doesn't think I exist. Clearly, it can't connect, and this sucks.
Well, that does certainly suck. I mean, I would just, if you give up on it, I don't think anyone's going to lose any sleep, and I think it's making your internet worse.
I want to know what are like. What the hell? All right,
I don't know.
Rejoin though, because Malik here confirmed that I feel like something's wrong.
I agree. Okay.
Good luck, everybody. I'll be right back.
See you in a minute. All right. Well, now that annoyance is gone, I will now draft. All right. So I'm on the clock. Ovi, Nachos, Gunther. I have Pasta, Boldy. I mean, this does suck a little bit because I really didn't want to take another winger here, but I'm taking Dylan Gunther. I mean, I'm just believing in the Dylan Gunther agenda, which is the agenda you really want to be on if you can be on any agenda in general. I think he's a 40 goal scorer in this league, and if he does it this year, he is going to giga smash. I'm fine with Ovi, but like a little bit worried, not incredibly worried. I think it's between those two. I like them more than Nachos, Hagel, Michkov, but not a huge delineation between. I don't love the fact I have no centers yet. Like it's becoming. I think the thing about centers is once you get out of the first 4 or 5, the spread is pretty vast of good centers that can all score and score in bunches, but the wing dries up quite a bit quicker. Like once you get past Cairo, in my opinion, Marchenko, DeBrincat, these are guys that just don't really have it quite like the others. So I'd still like getting 1 or 2 wingers in that beginning, as we're discussing. If you're wondering, just general, thesis. I like to have hopefully 2 by the 5th round, because if I don't, that means I'm getting probably pretty badly bullied at the position, and it still matters to win. But having no centers feels a little bit worrisome, even though I do think there's ways to make it up. I have Igor. I now have a chance between Buck. I was going to take Bedard, but Suzuki and Stutzel still here. I don't love the idea of pushing it, but neither of them get me ultra excited. Nick Suzuki really is the polarizing piece here. I get it, the 700 points he had in the scoring system last year. He's a few after ADP. You know what? I think I'm going to do it here. I think I'm going to get a little bit of Montreal action, although obviously there's no. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to do it. Take him 5 after ADP. It's just a guy that never really slips. Getting questions here about how many Byfield Fiala teams do I have? A lot. I have way more Byfield than Fiala. Like I think it's a great correlation. Quite frankly, like we're seeing them both on the top power play and the quote unquote third line, but it's just a line that doesn't get tough matchups, especially at home. So when you think about it, the no second line or whatever, that's the shutdown line that's going to face the McDavids of the world, the top lines for most teams, especially at home. And then the Kopitar line is the second kind of over the board to take on other tough matchups. That is the line they use to take on weaker matchups that I think are really exploitable at 5-on-5. And the fact that Fiala didn't get there on the power play last year was just insane. No idea how he escaped being a smash, and he's fallen a lot in ADP, but I'm willing to buy back in for sure. Our friend Amelie is back to his nonsense a little bit, taking Thomas Harley 57th. I don't know. It's a weird team, but I don't know if this is quite tossable. My question. You're on the clock.
All right.
Good timing.
Clock. We're not having any fun here. I truly do not know what's going on. So
I'm not having any fun because my DFS lineup, it was like, oh, I just need this guy not to have played Gunther. I should have swapped. I'm now blocked into 50. Yeah. I thought, what are the odds? I should have just thrown in Kempe and known that someone was going to do what they've done.
All right. Let's take Mr. Linus Ullmark. 2 goalies. 3 wings. Jack Eichel. Pretty standard start. Yeah.
Yeah. You love to see it, Matt. You truly love to see it. Wow. The football game. It is a San Francisco lead. That is good because I did not play them in the Survivor. There is football playing today, Matt, if you weren't aware.
I am. I'm also aware that everything's broken and bad and football again, because that would be fun.
So my team right now, Suzuki, Pasternak, Boldy, Gunther, and Igor Shesterkin. A lot of my guys, I kind of I capitulated back and forth on if I was going to. That's really not the right word. I wavered back and forth on the Suzuki pick. What are your thoughts on Nick Suzuki? I mean, No Caulfield, but you take Suzuki anyways. Any Nick Suzuki takes or thoughts?
Uh, I I'm not taking him alone, but obviously you have options uh
Yeah.
if you want to take him. Obviously you can't get Lane Hudson. But, there are other pieces there who you could be targeting. Nick Suzuki's the sort of guy where if I'm taking him, like I'm diving down the board partners, because if I end up with an unstacked Suzuki, it kind of feels like a Sid. It's like, oh, why did I make that pick? Like, there's just no point. So he's not my favorite guy. Much of him I have, but angry gestures. I can't tell you that at this moment, but it's not much. And if I do, I'm pretty sure it's all with Caulfield.
Yeah, there is a guy with a 0-1-4-1, as Tom is pointing out. I don't love that. I don't love that start either for this draft being not thrown away.
He's auto drafting.
Okay. Yeah, the Makar, Bouchard, Uyghur. I feel like that could be enough on D. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not, though. I mean, you got to consider the alternative. It might not be enough. Yeah, I'm at a 1-4-0-1 right now. I was going to take Aiden Hill and just kind of let my goaltending situation be unbelievable, but Aiden Hill goes one before me to GA. I don't mind Raymond. He's stackable.
I mean, Aiden Hill, they're getting Carter Hart.
They are getting Carter Hart. I mean, does that worry you that much? I mean, they didn't have a backup. Like Carter Hart's going to have to get acclimated. Like,
yeah, I don't have a ton of interest in Aiden Hill at 67. If be there, I just don't see much of a difference between these guys and Aiden Hill. Like, maybe I would take him ahead of Jeremy Swayman.
yeah.
But like, yeah, I'd rather have Dostal just because there's to their net. Like,
Do you point out Jeremy Swayman because
that I can
he's my most drafted player?
No, just in general. Like, obviously, Boston's a worse team than New Jersey, St. Louis, Montreal, and I think and has some upside versus Boston's upside is probably like the 8 seed. But
no,
yeah, basically. Oh, DJ saying, "Oh no, it Dylan Larkin getting drafted." You know,
yeah,
really rough shape.
Guy has Matthews, Crosby, Bedard. He's like, I need Dylan Larkin. I had Raymond.
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to feel sorry for someone who complains about not getting Dylan Larkin.
I just wanted everything that I wanted to work out. And then the things that everyone else wanted in the draft lobby, I didn't really care that much if they worked out. Like I cared more about my team than everyone else's. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. And now I'm taking Sebastian Aho over Dylan Larkin. And it's like, yeah, he's a better player and he's probably going to score more points, but at what cost? You know what I mean? Have we considered? Any thoughts on the Aho, Ehlers, Jarvis situation? And is it crazy?
It's very nice. I'm just having a problem actually stacking them. I'm not sure why. I don't have a single stack of any of those three. At least not lately.
Very brave.
Well, I think it's because I'm taking stupid goalies in this stupid range. Stupid idiot, but yeah.
You love goalies.
I mean, you say. Also because Gunther and Michkov take up so much oxygen in my brain when Seth Jarvis goes. Oh, I'm on the clock. That like I'm just by default not getting much Seth Jarvis through no fault of his own. I don't have any stacks here. Hyman is out, so let me just take best winger available, and I'll take from you. Or I mean, he wasn't making it back to you. But
if he got back to me, I would have been absolutely shell shocked. That's one I can't really get mad about. The Hyman injury till at least November.
Yeah, he's gonna miss a month, they said, so that's what it sounds like.
Darn.
So now I can use some of this wing and goalie capital to take a center or defenseman, Fox or Wyatt? I'm gonna go Fox. I think stacking Dallas, you could almost do whatever you, which I really like. Like I truly think I wrote about this, but you can take like one of the players and just stack them with the other. And without Jamie Benn there, there's like almost no that like, a guy is completely frozen out. Just like there's a clear path for top 6 minutes or power play one time alongside super games, regardless of what you do. So it's just a matter of do the exact way you have it come the playoff weeks, and does that matter? So I like Wyatt just fine, but ultimately not getting that plum roll with Hintz, Robertson, Rantanen look at the season together makes me side with the other player, with Adam Fox, who is obviously awesome and different and all that, but thing is why I made that decision where I think either one of them would have been good.
Time to get double cucked because I was like Markstrom or Eriksson Ek, and there goes Markstrom, and oh, it's not Eriksson Ek.
What's GA doing?
GA, who has
5 wingers, 3 goalies, absolutely does not give a fuck about Joel Eriksson.
Yeah, I will go Eriksson Ek with Boldy to give my center core a good kick in the rear it needed. My goaltending situation is lackluster, but we have Igor to hold on the fort. We're gonna fill in the pieces. We just gotta get a piece to fill in. Yeah, this is an interesting draft. I like the Pasternak, Boldy, Gunther, Raymond. That winger core, that makes me feel real good. Everything else, could probably use a little bit of touching up. Any player that's mid range is really cool. Honestly, like besides Holloway, I don't have a comfy click. I feel like I've sort of been going back and forth on a number of guys. One stat I heard, and I was going to look it up because I wanted to make sure it was true. Someone said that Robert Thomas, after the Four Nations break, had the most points in the NHL.
Yeah.
Is Robert Thomas undervalued, or like, are we? I mean, he doesn't shoot. It's concerning. We would like him to shoot the puck more, but like, are we sleeping on Bobby?
I mean, assists are good, but they're not super valuable. So I think no, especially because if you take our list, there's like no, I mean, Bushnevich, Cam Fowler, Braden Shen, I think was the 5th guy in that today. Like they're just gonna do split power plays again. And I don't know if you take a naked Robert Thomas, like I don't know what you're really winning, even if he does put up 105 points. So, Snuggerud, sure, you can mix in. I would just much rather take Holloway and just make that my Blues exposure because I don't believe that what you win when Robert Thomas gets there is super valuable. I mean, there's a question about Schaefer in the chat. I'll keep it up. My concern Schaefer doesn't make the team. It's that he doesn't do the classic thing where he makes the team, plays a bit, and then he goes and does the World Juniors, and then time of the Olympic break, where basically they're just doing this as like an intro season. There's no guarantee that that's happening, but there's also no guarantee that he's made the team. So like I think it's just a no-go. Tony DeAngelo is going to be their power play one guy for in the future. So like I just don't think the risk is worth the reward at this point. Do I have dial-up internet? No, I don't. I don't. It's never been like this. This is fine. It's just StreamYard trying to fuck with me today.
We have traded internets, and it's glorious. I am just seamlessly recording and having a good time. I'm actually just laughing over here, giggling to myself about how good my internet is. Yeah. So let's recap our teams. I have Suzuki, Aho, Eriksson Ek. With Eriksson Ek, I have Boldy, Pasternak uncorrelated right now, but there has not been another Boston Bruin drafted, so we'll see. Gunther, Raymond, and then in net, I now have Igor and Logan Thompson. I think Igor gets a ton of starts, and I'm just optimistic that Logan Thompson will see a good amount of run and a lot of valuable run as, he's just like a. I just think he's really good. I think that's just like the end of the day. He might just be really good. And we were just, like Vegas should not have let him go. I don't know. What's your team looking like there, Mr. Cameraman, Mr. Good Internet?
I don't know who you're talking to. My team is as follows: Jack Eichel, Kyle Connor, Adrian Kempe, Mackenzie Blackwood, Kirill Marchenko, Linus Ullmark, Nick Ehlers, Adam Fox, Mikhail Sergachev, and Karel Vejmelka. I have no stacks at this point in time, but we'll get there. I'm not worried. I have a lot of back end options, so I'm keeping a close eye on.
Yeah, I have like a few guys that I want to draft with this next pick. All of them correlate in some way or another, and I mean they're not all probably going to get to me, but let's see first. I don't want to jump the gun here and spoil the surprise of who I might draft so someone else takes them. But I'm still a very big proponent. I mean, people ask like how many stacks, like what the stacking, stack, and it's like I'm still totally fine with like a few 2-man stacks. Like I don't think you're losing. All 3 guys get to me though here. Do I take Svechnikov with Aho, who is not 5-on-5 correlated and maybe not power play? I'm going to say no. Logan Cooley closing out center, or do I just make sure I get Slavkovsky? I think I'm going to
center.
Closing
DJ
out.
Taking
I have
4 years before round 10. Christ.
Yeah, he's a madman. I'm going to take Slavkovsky because I feel like I just can't miss on him with Suzuki. Yeah.
100.
Sometimes you have to do the right thing. What are your thoughts on Dougie Hamilton? So Luke Hughes resigns long-term, big money. Are you thinking Dougie doesn't end the season in New Jersey? Are you thinking it doesn't really matter? Are you thinking he could still be the power play 1? What are your thoughts?
Their cap situation is a little interesting. They can figure it out, but the only reason they're like a hockey team right now is that Kovacevic is on LTIR, but he's not going to miss the full season. I truly don't know what transpires. That doesn't mean I think Dougie gets traded, but I do have questions on like what actually this team looks like. Just who do they have to move out? Can they get someone to take Palat for a second or something like that? What are you angry about now? Jesus Christ.
No, I'm forced to do it. I have to. I'm contractually obligated. They cut or go TA.
I see.
I didn't want to have to. I wanted someone to.
Defensemen are completely optional in DJ.
That's what I'm saying, and I need a defenseman desperately, but you can't pass him up. Not allowed.
Okay.
It isn't
not allowed.
Okay.
It is against the rules. Yeah, it all makes sense. All right. So if the Mark Scheifele wants Gabe Vilardi, they're going to have to take him now because I need to start honing in on some stacks here. I don't think there's anything else though that I need to do right now. So
let me ask you this as well. If you are taking Cutter Gauthier, are you officially Leo Carlson over Mason McTavish for the stacking mate, or are you thinking Quenneville's still very unsure and you could go either way?
I'm pretty much too.
You cut out completely, so I didn't hear you at least. Who?
Gonna split. I'm gonna split the two.
Look at Kyle.
So
okay, cool.
I'm gonna
good.
I'm gonna have like 10 to 12, I think. But yeah, I've taken a lot of Leo lately. I took a lot of Mason earlier on. That's what I was up to. And
Okay, so just gutless. Okay, cool.
me, do I have any late D option?
Man,
One? No,
yeah,
not really. Let's just grab Miro.
I am starting to sweat.
I don't know what the plan is.
It's to lose defense by a lot.
I mean, you're talking like, what? Nikishin. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, McAvoy. Can McAvoy
Jersey.
hang on for 3 picks?
That's
Yeah,
the prayer
Jersey.
right now.
And then say his name out loud, but
Say his
there is a
name
defender who
and
you
he appears. Anyone in the chat got me on that one. Okay, 2 picks away. Who is gonna ruin my day? Who is gonna just ruin me? I don't even know when McAvoy jumped up so much. He used to go like right when Riley, Lacombe, and Carlson went. You did it. You really did do it. You fucking did it. You said I could ruin his day. Perfect. And it's ruined. All right.
I mean, you just gotta. I mean, you just gotta take Z now.
Well, we take Lacombe. We start with our first defenseman being Lacombe. Yeah. Gee, I didn't get him because of you. What did you even have?
Tough.
Theodore, Chikrin, McAvoy, uncorrelated nonsense.
I mean,
did I snipe you
I don't know.
on what's his name? Suzuki? Is that the anger?
I think so.
I think I must have. All you had to do was say you needed him. I totally did. Wow, tough break for you. Now what? Well, we have one defenseman. His name is Jackson Lacombe.
The Lacombe over.
The Lacombe. Lacroix. Remember what's his name? I can't even think of it. The Nick Kroll bit. Lacroix. I can't think of the first name. There goes Morgan Riley. I'm getting nothing, and I like it. It makes me feel good. Better pray this guy doesn't take Eric Carlson, and if he does, I'm just gonna throw my laptop into the.
He should, but
Oh, he does. I just don't even give a shit anymore. Fuck everybody.
You just
quit in Byfield. Boom.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
Brent
We're
Clark
having a
better
blast
be
here, folks.
really good this year.
All right. I need center. C. Frank's gonna take mine. I don't think so. Who knows
I don't
these
think I've let
clowns
one
are gonna
slip
do.
away like this. That's been this good.
I can't believe. Yeah.
Tough break, man.
I got put by the 2 bozos, MLA and C. Franks. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, C. Franks is honestly what fucked me because the auto drafting 5 defensemen made everybody else have to take defensemen. Like nobody got a defenseman, so he's whatever. This draft could get thrown out. I don't know anymore. I don't care anymore. But yeah, Bozo did the dub here, and that's just where we live now. Okay, I want to look at that Emilio's team or whatever the hell his name is. Point, Tavares, Fantilli, Nylander, Raquel, Vetrano, Hudson, Harley, Poryeko. Okay, great. Wolf, Decord, Lukanen, Eskarov. Ugly.
My team is officially saved. I got the stack that I'm building around Monahan, Marchenko, and Kent Johnson. Everything is pretty solid. So I'm looking at 2 forwards to close. But, yeah, it doesn't really matter to me who those 2 forwards are. So we'll see what's up.
Very happy for you. Very proud of what you've built. You've worked hard, and you've built
All right. Come on. Do the thing. Do the thing. Tickle my D. You have
Oh
to.
my God.
You
Don't,
know you
please
have to.
don't do it. You don't have to do it. Everybody will understand when you don't. Yes. Okay.
Right.
Now there it is.
Please.
He saves himself with a guy with 0 underdog points to his name before now.
Yeah.
Lacombe, Booyum. He's back, folks. Never mind. Draft saved. My biggest debate is, can I actually click Brant Clark on this team, or is that a fool's errand? Like, do I need a floor?
Hold on. Look at this. Well, look at what Tom said. The next one off. Oh my God, dude, this is
what has happened? What has happened?
Did the fantasy football clowns like actually get afraid of NHL? They're like, wait, like this sport actually might be better. We need
it is, but
in slappies in to just take some off player. Oh my God, someone has Makar and Kaprizov.
It's
just playing on Tom. Just hang out with us in chat because it's not going anywhere.
There just is no way. Like you cannot have a draft that exists with Isaac Howard going 103. Like that's gotta be yeeted. Man, I really like my team, and then I get to defense. I have concerns. I don't think I could. Just doing Igor and Thompson feels bad. Like I don't think I'm winning it. Like gaining anything by getting a 4th defenseman here, though. Like I just gotta pray one of them goes nuclear. Like,
yeah,
this is bad. I mean, for the brand, brand.
I mean, that is the room right there.
It's not great.
Look, like, have you heard of the concept of a chaperone? Chaperoning who in that D room? My God.
Did somebody take the goalie I was going to take? Am I?
Yeah. 1501.
No, they did not take the goalie I was going to take. Where is he? Am I blind? I was going to take a goalie that I've been drafting a bit of. There he is. Okay. I won't spoil the surprise then. I'll queue 2 just to be safe.
Will Smith. Yep, I'm gonna just comfy click Josh Norris.
Yeah, obvious. I'm very jealous. The thing is like how much Byfield I have. I mean, I have more Josh Norris now. I think Josh Norris is probably straight up better than Byfield. Sad. It's a sad world I live in.
Okay.
It's close. Those two. I mean, I'm gonna be close to 30% on both of them. I hope so. It's fine, but I mean, this is a lot of my guys. I have a couple stacks in here. Pasternak unstacked is totally fine. Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Aho unstacked feels a little bit like, I mean, that's my debate basically, is I take the Kishin or I take a goalie. I'm going to take a goalie. I need Lacombe to score 650 points. I mean, that's just where it's at here. Like I need him to be, I don't see it, but I don't think it's entirely out of his range of outcomes. I would really like the Cole Perfetti take here by you. I really like that a lot.
What is the worst that can happen when your wing room is Winnipeg, Columbus, Carolina, Winnipeg, Columbus, Winnipeg?
I am going to there goes the kitchen anyways. I am going to click on the goalie. I probably have 4 of right now, but I'm gonna tell you this.
Oh my God, is that Alex Lyon?
Fucking Alex Lyon, dude. It is Alex Lyon.
Holy
He's going to be the starter in Buffalo. He's going to be. Luukkonen is hurt already. He's not going to be ready for the opener. It sounds like he's not going to be ready for the opener.
Yeah, great. I'm very happy that you got that. Like, didn't Luukkonen sign a deal like last summer for 5 years? Like, he's their starter. Yeah, no.
Let's do one more.
That's just my opinion.
Let's do one more before your internet actually
I
shits itself.
Yeah, I would much rather take Jari. Like I get it,
Oh, you didn't.
isn't good and whatnot,
We
but
need three,
man,
Matt. We
that is
need three.
tough.
We need three. We need three. We need three.
All right, I'm coming.
We need two. We need two. We need two. We need one. Okay, you're in. Let's have a normal draft.
I don't know. Is
People
that worse
don't.
than Zach Benson? Now that Zach on the top line, second power play in Buffalo, like that might be Zach Benson. I think knowing everything we know right now and saying, "Yep, Alex Lyons, like, whatever, take him in our dynasty league. That's fine. Well, you can drop guys like, yeah. Oh wait, Mac Jones just got hurt. Uh-oh.
I truly was racking my brain around who that was, and then it hit me that is the quarterback. I was just thinking about was like, wait, what the hell? Oh, what the? Oh, that's so weird. On my screen, it just says I'm on. It says I'm on the clock, and on your screen, it says it starts in 22 seconds. I don't know why that happened. That's weird. Mine just glitched. Anyways, though, I get the 101. You get the 108. I'm gonna grab McKinnon here. I'm planning on trying to split as well as I can between McKinnon and McDavid. Seems like McKinnon's just consistently going 101. I've seen a couple times where it's been McDavid instead, but yeah, I'm just gonna take McKinnon here and move forward. I mean, the worst part about McKinnon and McDavid is like stacking them is pretty fucking difficult. Yeah, I will.
Fairly easy.
You can get something. I mean, you can at least get something. But like,
yeah, I mean, McDavid's like, so you just take Bouchard.
You get,
like, okay,
you get nothing, and you like it.
Yeah.
Really hate that I didn't win this DFS slate. Really broken up about it.
I hate that. I hate that for you.
I won last night. I can survive a night off. Yeah, Alex Lyon. Like, can we think back for a second? Let's just take ourselves back. All right, let's shut our eyes and remember who the goalie was that led Florida into the playoffs back when they lost to Vegas. It was Alex Lyon, just leading the way, leading the charge. What if it gets hot at the right time? What if the Sabres need him most? He shows up, rattles off 8 wins in a row, and it's just on fuego. Lindy Ruff, go back to him. Lion starting again. Lion. The chanting in the streets of Buffalo, building statues as they go back to the playoffs.
This is the meme of the guy celebrating the race win or whatever from the podium. And he's on himself, but then you zoom out and it's actually DJ's BestPuck Classic team that flew up the board from 11th place in the season. Yeah, I don't know. That is something. And this guy's gonna auto Draisaitl, which makes me sick.
You hate to see that. Maybe someday. There he goes.
There we go. I guess this is my first Kale McCarr share. This could be my first Brady Kachar, or I could take my 21st% Mikko Rantanen share. I'm gonna take McCarr. Wow. Now that we have some clarity on what their first power play unit looks like, I think I actually auto a little bit more. So I'm going to take my lumps at the forward position as a result of this, but we'll see a lot ahead. I trust myself to make a good team. I think it's harder to do when you don't take a good forward in the first round of the fantasy hockey draft.
Yeah, well, much like your internet, your brain is also not working, although I also take McCarr at the 108, so mine doesn't either. Yeah, it's an interesting time. Taking McCarr, it does put a handicap on your team that feels insurmountable, but I still think that the way to do it is just to end up with 2 defensemen and an extra forward, because I do think there's a ton of wingers at the end of draft. Like, I mean, someone mentioned Coronado earlier, and it's like, that's a guy that could easily be, I mean, not must-have piece, but a very, very, very big factor, especially late in the year with his profile. And it's like, I think you can grab those guys, but like when you're taking, what's his name, like Brant Clark, to close out your D room, and you're looking up and like, oh yeah, that someone has McCarr in this pot. Like I'm just, I'm gonna lose by 300 points to Cale McCarr defense. Like
I don't know, dude. You have Jackson. He makes as much money as Cal McCarr, so.
Now that you say that, I feel better. I mean, like Jackson McComb is going to be the top power play defenseman in Anaheim, a team that we believe is going to be at least pretty good and fun. And pairs with Cutter, like it wouldn't be outland. Like I'm starting to say like he is.
I've got bad news for you. If you think Cutter's gonna be top power play, there was zero indication of that.
Okay, well, it's called believing in myself and a tiny bit of magic, sir.
Well, I think that's the Zellweger bags filling right back. What if I told you Cutter and Zellweger the top power play unit?
What if? If Cutter really isn't on the top power play, then it's going to be fire Quenville chance from your boy. Oh man, you know what would be a lot of fun if Hellebuck gets to you? Oh, he doesn't. Darned.
A McCarr Hellebuck start. I mean, that I would never take Hellebuck. Any of Forsberg, Connor, Nylander.
You're going to end up with a 0 on Hellebuck.
God, I wish I could just tell you.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to be. Yeah, is it working?
No, it's not working. I gotta go to my thing, type it in like an absolute fucking loser.
Oh, yeah, you are. So,
yeah. No.
Will he get Connor or will he get Nylander?
I have one share of Connor Hellebuck.
Wow. He hates former MVPs. Hates them.
All right. Fuck these clowns need to really speed up the draft.
I believe this is auto drafts, Mr. Auto Draft 2. Don't they automatically put on like insta pick after 2?
I thought so, but
that would be 2.
That's the case.
This would be the second one, sir.
Well, no, last room we saw the same thing.
Yeah,
and they bled the clock. I don't know.
After 2 autos, yeah. Thompson, I don't know. That's strange stuff. Strange stuff in this world. Yeah, these are going a little bit slower than I'd like them to. I'd like faster drafts.
Yes.
Let's check. Anything else going on in the world of hockey? Oh yeah, it's only 1 game left. You hate to see it. All right, there goes Boldy. Who will get to me at 24? That's the question that is on everyone's mind. McKinnon plus Whomst. We're gonna find out. That's
well. Who do you want to get to you here?
Really, like no one. There's really no one. I'm like I like Boldy and Panarin are the 2 guys that I hope get to me, and if they do, I'm cheering in the streets. But when they don't, it's just like okay, we'll take somebody. I don't know. I don't really have a strong take here. I very, very, very rarely take a defenseman, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Thank you for your scorching hot takes here.
I just don't have one.
I know you're just this
guy gonna auto
3-inch dick DJ.
Hey.
Yes. This lobby is atrocious. Like I have Brett canceled this draft just so we can be done with it.
I mean, they're all just. I mean, it's gonna make this a really easy but like weird draft. I mean, there's 4 people auto drafting, right?
I think that's conservative.
5? Let me look.
Yeah,
I think it's 5. At least 5. Okay,
as I think
it gets to me.
I think GMC, JS, Apollo, and Juice, or Darian, one of the 2. Yeah, J-Rob getting 2 is definitely what I would want.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
It's exactly how I handle this turn most of the time.
Okay, that felt auto. That felt like a insta.
Yeah,
but I think Kugler is drafting. But
well, no, it couldn't have been. What is Macklin's ADP? I thought Quinn was top of the board.
No,
Nope, never mind. It was
Macklin.
It was Macklin.
I thought Juicy Juice was autoing, but he is not planing.
No,
I think the other one did plane. Yeah. Maybe they're just they're wasting clock. We need to yeah.
Where's the 20-second clock?
We need to we need to all just make a concerted effort here to draft as fast as possible. We're going to be here all freaking night. Pickle my degen. There we go. That's the speed I like to see. There, all right, they autoed. Okay. Brings it back to you in the studio.
Okay. Well, I have Kill McCarr.
Yeah.
I could go Dolly to 2, but I'm gonna take Tage.
Yeah. Should auto. Does. Okay. Okay. This was the next two were not. Oh, maybe no. I was gonna say I don't think that person was auto, and they didn't. Okay, so yeah. I do think our people are now auto drafting, so should speed up from here.
Okay.
That's the problem. Is getting Nate Joss back to me is very difficult, and he does not. So you're gonna get OV. Well, actually, maybe not.
Yeah, I thought it's gonna be 2. I thought this was gonna be 3 autos, but
no, this person did auto. They took Yossi 5 above ADP.
Oh, okay. And then
so the next 2 should auto and auto, and then you get Gunther. You don't like this, do you?
I want Michkov.
Okay. A brave soul. I thought this person autoed, but I don't. No, this person didn't auto. No, they did.
Michkov hurt me tonight, so I don't know. I don't know anything. This is all
you do not.
This is
on the clock in the slow draft.
You've ever had drafting, I gotta say. Knowing my internet's also shit is just such a brain drain. Like I feel tired worrying about can anyone hear me? So
I feel tired in a different I just been tired so much earlier since coming back, and it's getting better, but like the first couple nights I was unable to function past like 9 p.m. and I'm normally up till midnight at the absolute earliest, and it's tough. I'm getting better and better, but just like going back to work after like a bunch of time off in another country it's a tough go. Any thoughts on the conversation
tough
there?
Life. I mean,
it is tough.
It's a real tough life.
But I'm brave.
I just focus on gambling days. It works.
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because that seems rare. And I like rare. And you know what? I'm gonna do this because I like Jordan Kyrou.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Ottinger Gustafsson in the old bullpen for me. Yeah, I kind of I like to change things up. Last draft, last draft I got absolutely just hooked. I got brought to the cleaners and taken out back at the cleaners and spanked at defense, and that kind of the same thing, but just maybe not brought out back. I was just taken to the cleaners in that. I at least had Igor.
Yeah.
This time,
I'm
going to try to take a defenseman.
You walked there willingly.
Yeah.
Like for defense, you got kidnapped, stuck in a car. Yeah. In net, you were just kind of like, let's go check out see what's going on there.
I guess I'll take a spanking while I'm here. It's like, why? You don't need to. No, do it. Just do it. Get it over with. We don't want to. I'm taking out those lion. Like, okay. Fine.
There's a perfectly good Tristan Jarry right here. Never.
I just
Yeah.
had my butt cheeks were out. I mean, there was no choice at such intervals. So anyways, this draft, on the other hand, I'm sitting here with freaking Ottinger Gustafsson and asking you to please beat me in net. You cannot. Matt, that puts you on the board. Wait. I am now intrigued by what Tom Olson just said. He said Derek Stepan drafted. Is that the draft that's definitely getting thrown out that you're in, or did I miss something?
Is he?
I'm going to need you to post this one. Like after this draft, that draft finishes, you need to post that team. I need to see it. I'm assuming it's all the same team doing the same thing. Like I want to see the team that drafted Isaac Howard and Stepan. Like I know, and let me know where you post it, and I need to have it in my life. I remember when like best ball first really got going. It was I probably started drafting in the second year of like Best Ball Mania. I don't remember if I drafted at all or maybe just a small handful of teams in the original. And I just remember getting in a draft where someone took like 7 straight Dolphins to start a draft and it didn't get thrown out. And I remember people were tweeting about that draft. I think I tweeted about it being like, this is insane. And people were like so mad it didn't get tossed. And it's only gotten worse from there. Like people get way angrier now, but yeah, they're like, no, this person, like they were trying to do what they did, and like it wasn't malicious. There was like no one else. Like it was just like, oh, okay, I don't care really. It's just ridiculous. Like, God, nothing better. Simply nothing better than the good old days.
I don't know what's okay. So cool. Or no, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
No one knows anything anymore. Let's talk about,
you know what?
Why don't we talk about some preseason takes?
Let's just take that's not John Tavares. Come on down.
You hate goalies. Why don't we have some preseason takes right now? So on the regular season.
I'm just sort of assuming that I get to a spot where I can take 2 goalies pretty quickly in the next few rounds, but I don't know. They might all get auto drafted. Takes for the season coming up.
Let me ask it this way. Have you listened to any podcasts or seen online or read any articles that have had any bold takes on teams, just teams in general that you've liked? Because I guess I'm predecessing it this way because I have not seen anything bold. Like every single thing I'm like the boldest thing I feel like I've heard or seen is like Anaheim could sniff a wild card, which is something we've said. Everything else just seems like no one has any hot takes. No one has any balls. That's really what I'm getting at here.
I'm pretty sure Dom has Florida like house almost. So I don't know.
For Buffalo.
Well, yeah. So maybe that. Mike is interesting. He has Tampa and Ottawa as a clear class. Notably no Florida in that mix, and they're like in the running for third place with Buffalo, and so that was kind of interesting. I feel like there's a celebration to be had, but I don't know if we're the people to have it. So, because now with no Barkov, like that market's got to be, as wide open as it'll ever be. Sorry, I'm just racking my brain trying to think of all that bread.
I mean, so yeah, let's
the most fervent like change in my thinking about a team probably is around the Sam Renzel stuff, where it's everyone and their mothers like, yeah, he's God's gift to hockey, on the power play, like it's so much fun. He's going to be so fun. It's going to be great. We love him. Like that's just every single person. So that, to me, is what immediately stands out. I thought the Marco Rossi thing until Vladimir Tarasenko scored 2 goals in a game, and they're like, actually, you're on now. So that was fun for a little bit, but like, I don't think we're going Rossi to the moon. And then, of course, we tweeted about, and I think in the Discord we talked about, but DJ, I mean, you threw a Sabres coin in the Trevi Fountain, and later, Lindy Ruff says, Josh Norris and the boys are speaking Italian.
Yes.
I don't know. Do you have any comments and you'd like to say about that situation?
Yeah, I mean, some heroes are born heroes and some emerge. I have emerged as the hero of the city of Buffalo. It's something I didn't, again, you don't seek it. Sometimes you just find the opportunity and you take it. I would take full credit for the Sabres making the playoffs this year. The opportunity exists. Like, even if you're like gonna sit here and say they're bad and they shouldn't make the playoffs, right? Like, even if you're gonna be one of those idiots, the wild card feels wide open. Like, I see so much opportunity, even if you just take out the Atlantic picture, because it is strenuous. Montreal feels like the obvious, failure that has to happen there. I think Ottawa is actually good. That's a big problem. It's hard to see Florida missing, of course, even though smart people are saying it's possible. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Toronto, right? Tampa. So it's like you're kind of hoping for that wild card spot, but if Washington were to take a step back, if the Rangers don't get there, like every single person has already predicted they'll absolutely do. And again, I'm a fan of that take. Like, the Sabres have a chance, right? And I do think that's been, the market has adjusted rapidly. They were plus 350 when I bet them, and now they were down to plus 180. I think they're around 200 now. Plus 200 is sort of where they've fallen. So the market has adjusted pretty strongly to them having at least the chance. That doesn't mean they're going to make it, but it's better than it was. I think my hot take also surrounds the Wild. Like, I think them to win the Central is not out of the realm of possibility. They were on pace to do it last year when healthy. I think they're probably better than they were last year, especially with Kaprizov conceivably being at full health. So I just don't know why they're being kind of disrespected in such a way. Colorado feels good, but not maybe fantastic. Dallas, they're concerning there, but after that, I'm not really worried about any other team. Like, those are the three teams, and like, could Minnesota be the best of the bunch in the regular season? That might be a bold bet that I take. Other than that, for missing the playoffs, I mean, I really do think it's Florida, but are they actually going to do it? Like, I feel like they're not as good as people think, but then again, this team's going to go from back-to-back cups to missing the playoffs. It's just sort of like one of those bets that is really hard to actually click the button on. And also, it's hard for me to click the button on a defenseman, clearly, because Jesus.
Yeah, Seth Jones at 93 is interesting. I actually wanted to see what the odds of St. versus Minnesota to win the Central, because when you're talking about the Central, like, I think Dallas, but I would be interested in some longer odds on St. Louis.
Yeah, it was 8-1 and like 12-1, I think. Something in that ilk. But yeah, you could take a peek. I just think the Central, like, I think it's one of the best divisions in hockey, like, unequivocally. I think you could make the argument the Atlantic and the Central are just the best divisions, and not much of an argument. Like, with the Mammoth being better, St. Louis is still good. The Jets, even though I know Tom Olsen said that's his pop take if they miss, they're probably in the realm of playoff team. The Blackhawks, the Wild are good. Nashville could bounce back a little bit. Dallas, like, everything seems pretty good there. And then, Chicago does exist, unfortunately. But who's the best team there? I feel like it's more of a debate than maybe people think. I mean,
yeah.
I think my two hot takes. I'm going to give two hot takes per division. Atlantic, my hot take is the Sabres make the playoffs, and Florida is either going to miss the playoffs or not make an Atlantic spot, like slipping in a wild card. That's going to be my hot takes there. The Metro's tough. I think it's New Jersey wins the Metro, and I don't know, honestly. Like, I don't really think there's anything I can like. It's so like, I'm not gonna say Carolina's gonna be good.
Note to self for our season preview podcast that we do this weekend. I had to ask DJ to come up with hot takes because he's at 3 and we're out. So
Nope,
we'll
the
need
Central,
to figure out something else.
Wild win the Central, and I kind of like the Winnipeg misses. I kind of like that. Pacific. I don't have any hot takes in the Pacific at all, honestly. Like Anaheim finishes
Single.
fourth. I don't know. Like, I'm not betting against the Oilers or Vegas to make the playoffs. Like, I'm still betting on LA to make the playoffs. So everyone else is bad. I don't think any of those teams are any good. Like, San Jose is not good. Seattle's not good. Vancouver is not good. Calgary is not good. Like, I don't believe in any of them. I can't lie to my friends. Yeah, okay. I think that's all the hot takes I have. It's tough to get really hot takes. It's the Sabres. And it's not for any reason. Don't look.
All right, well, I'm on the clock. Okay, well, it's about time I'm on the... My Vegas boys staring me straight in the eyes. And I said, Shea Theodore, come on down.
Yeah, you know,
I don't need you to be power play one to be awesome.
Our resident Canucks fan, Tom Olson, who's always here for us. I do think we need to. I feel like I'm equal parts in and out on Vancouver, but my biggest problem is in net. Like, I can't get over like the Demko of it all. I just can't.
Remember when they scored 7 goals on Calgary last night? Maybe they just do that every night.
They could. It's really, I mean, honestly, the biggest problem is like finding those goal scorers that are gonna, like, they need DeBrusk to do the thing we thought he could do last year. We need it, you know. They need a lot. They just need a lot to go very right, in my opinion. And if it doesn't go right, it could go very wrong. Yeah, on GA about the Ducks, I struggle so hard to say they make the playoffs. I want to believe, I want to be that guy, but I don't think I have it in me as of right now to say, you know what, I'm actually going to stand up for that. I'm going to stand up and salute that take quite yet. I feel like they're going to fight. Thoughts on Jet Greaves? PDO cast was pretty high on him. I was, not that was ultra shocking, but I was kind of made me think a little bit more that like goalies like Jet Greaves are guys that I like. It feels like people just want to believe in it so bad that I'm like, I don't really see why. But when smarter people say it,
You're on the clock, right?
I know. Oh, yeah, I do know that. I have both my. I'm mad Nerjushka got picked, so I'm crying.
Don't worry, me too. Me too.
All right, screw it. When in doubt. I was gonna take Stuart Skinner, but I decided screw it. I have Ottinger and Gustafsson. I can push goalie to Alex Lyon again. I'll be fine.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna do it.
We can lead DJ to water, but goddamn, we're also gonna let him drink.
Nah.
Okay.
I need the wing out. God. All right. I like this team a lot though. McKinnon, Aho, Hischier, Robertson, Kyrou, Timo, Cutter, Sergachev, Chikrin.
What is it with you and getting fistfuls of centers early? Like,
winning is something I try to. I try to win $25,000.
Oh,
call me crazy. Have you thought about that? No, maybe you guys consider it. I feel when you win the whole tournament, you get $25,000. Okay. Now winning it means that you have to draft the best players. correlate them.
Okay.
There's a lot of things you need to do. Now, I know this is foreign to you. There's a manifesto out there written by real.
Some fucking loser.
Yes, definitely a loser. Taking looking in the backup goalie in Buffalo, an idiot. Yeah.
I mean, Askarov and Knight both go. You know, it's.
I mean, no, I mean, no. Lukin was very clearly the best goalie available. There's, but no, but the point is that McKinnon, Aho, and Hischier. I don't know, man. I have Timo. It just feels real good.
Yeah, it's fine. I guess.
And am I losing?
My thing is like you still have to start 2 wingers a week, so using that sort of capital
Robertson,
in center where
Kyrou,
we're just.
Cutter.
I mean, look at these guys that you're getting in literal last rounds of the draft.
I don't disagree.
Saying, you know,
Oh,
so that's just my
Maybe
problem
fine.
with it. Again, I was thinking the data would show things when I looked into it, and then it basically just showed that the 3-7-3 teams were the best. Now, is that because the better drafters were drafting those structures more often? That certainly could be a part of it, but Tippett goes absolute dog. I don't even know what to call it. I'm not having any fun anymore. I'm ready to throw in the towel.
I wanted Tippett, and I'm up in 8 picks, and he went like 3 picks ago. So I'm also mad.
Yeah.
I wanted Peterka too. I was like, oh, I'll just take Peterka with Sergachev, but that didn't work out.
At least
and
get Morgan Riley.
Yeah, good call. You had Tavares and Nylander. Yeah,
Tavares
you
and
do.
Nylander.
Okay,
yeah.
It's a fun team. Yeah, Michkov Tippett would have been even more fun though.
Yeah.
Although
it wasn't very fun tonight, I guess.
No, it sunk my battleship. Pretty.
Christian Dvorak making insane drop passes immediately out of the. Like, oh my god, they're gonna Harlem Globetrotters this team, and literally nothing.
You'll never believe what they did. I game in the football game now. Darn.
Wow.
I was hoping to have some people lose in Survivor. I'm in that Pat Mayo one that ends up getting to 10K people, and there's 6K left. So not like it's getting sweaty at all, but being in the, I believe we I have the Lions this week. Oh, I'm on the clock.
We do too.
Yeah. I really want to get some correlation here, and there's just, there is an opportunity. If you're brave enough to take it is the question. And I'm going to be, but then I can't do other correlations I wanted to do.
And Will Smith.
I was thinking Eklund.
And
I'm going to do that.
God.
What is the problem? What ails you? I'm listening. No, please tell me what's wrong with.
I think Eklund's one of the worst picks on the board.
I have taken him, I believe, exactly. You know what? I'm gonna check. Let me check. How many times do you think?
Because the math of it is he's gonna be, on 8% of teams, and I think there are dudes who are gonna be on 1% flat out better than him. I think Eklund is very thin to actually mattering on his own team. As far as fantasy scoring, what are the odds he's top 4 on the San Jose Sharks points? I don't think that's a plus 50-50 draw for him. Yeah, I don't know. I think Will Smith though is.
I have exactly 0 going into this draft. So.
Nelson, let's do it. The hunt for Red Brocktober. We have a sore need at the wing position.
Yeah. I have the 3-6-2-2 going. I have nothing with Colorado and McKinnon right now. And I believe Brock Nelson went to you just said. So, yep, that doesn't, I mean, not that I was going to do it probably. I have nothing to go with Robertson. I think that's just going to be what it is. I have nothing to go with Cairo. My only correlations are Timo, Nico, Toffoli, Eklund, and that's about it. Don't love that. Don't love any of it. Actually, frankly, I'm a little bit concerned about the upside of this team, if I'm going to be entirely truthful. But we're going to move on. We're going to find what we need. I have no idea what I'm going to draft. Okay.
We need
to take
players. I'm just going to Smith.
I
Screw
need to
you.
take him. You seem to love him so much.
You don't even want him.
I don't. All right. I have a plan. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I don't know. This team is not going to be as correlated as I would like. That's just the way the news is going to go here. Not much more I can say. I have a couple. Fuck. There goes Josh Norris.
Yeah.
What
a legend. Jack. Oh God, he's on the DJ train. Look at this guy. Look at
what?
What a legend.
I'm ready.
This team, Jackson Lacombe at defense.
Oh, you have done it. You have, sir. I salute you. Okay. So with all that being said, I am going to draft Leo Carlson to go with Cutter. They were 5-on-5 correlated in the last preseason game. I hope it continues. And I am going to take Samuel Arison in net. I don't see a defenseman that I'm high enough on and correlates or any of that shit. So Arison feels, I mean, I think Vladar is going to steal some starts, but like, I still think Arison's a good goalie. And what do I know, right? Who cares? He's a starter. That team is a team. They are a team that plays. And I will close out this draft with a defenseman, and I'm going to queue up a few and just pick one and move on with my life. Yeah, we did get that question about Schaefer. I didn't really ever even say any comment on the Matt Schaefer. I worry pretty strongly. I think I took one of him. I'm probably going to end up with one or two if I have Islander stacks because it feels like he's involved in that, but I don't feel very good about it, and I don't know how much I would suggest probably not drafting him. In general, I don't. Another interesting thing is San Jose. If you're stacking them, is there a defenseman? Is John Klingberg someone that you've considered? That was a guy that I was kind of thinking about.
I understand about it, but no, I can't get there. God.
Is it due to a lack of bravery?
I don't. I did it.
Wow. Welcome. I have been taking some more Kane in Detroit situations and more. And I mean, dude, you know me. Is this traffic ever going to happen? Did you break Underdog?
Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, wow, he did it, folks.
Hearing the PDO cast talk about just how much they like Marco Casper made me feel even better about Marco Casper. And getting the Kane Caspers. I like the Kane Casper.
Believe it or not, I did not need to hear them talk about Marco Casper to realize that Marco Casper is really good, because guess what? All in my newsletter, in my Garfield article.
Okay. No arguments on my end.
They will forever be the Garfield article.
I've never seen the Garfield.
Just go to moods.beehive.com and you look for the Garfield.
Let's look. What did San Jose's power play look like last preseason game? No Macklin.
Well,
but it was Klingberg.
Macklin's there, so.
Well.
Are you seriously comparing John Klingberg in the year 2025-26? Sir.
Probably not.
God,
very unlikely.
Peters made it back. Oh, I gotta take Stoken, don't I?
You
don't I took
really
Cale Makar. No, card. Hold on. Is Luckinen on the first line with
He was.
Nachos?
He was with Nachos and McKinnon. I know
Screw
that
you,
was going to be
Sears.
my last winger in, but I decided to be stupid and take Eklund instead.
I mean,
that was
hey,
yeah. I mean, I was that's what it is. All right, I believe this. Actually, I have no fucking idea what Durian is going to do here.
We saw the Florida power play earlier. And Jones were both on it. There goes that glad. Nikki.
All right, yeah, I'm taking. Yeah, but yeah, wait, you're making a point here.
You get Zellweger action.
I was gonna take Nikishin.
I respect that a lot more than I do the Berg take. But I also get behind Zellweger because John Klingberg is an injury waiting to happen. We could take Brock Faber. No, not interested.
You could. I would rather just go with Keishan than go with Aho.
Okay.
Holy
fuck! This was an hour and 20-minute draft.
That was one of the longer drafts I've ever been a part of. Let's read off our teams to get out of here, though, because it is nearing my bedtime.
Yeah. Well, first, shout out to Juice. I hope Elvis holds the fort for you. His only goalie, Arian, 1984. I desperately hope that Zach Werenski is the only guy you need. And Robert here, 2 centers, Scheifele and Johnston, 2 defensemen, Heiskanen and Montour. Not a problem. I don't see problems there. So GMC, just 6 defensemen. Who cares? This lobby was an absolute mess.
This was a disaster. This was
Kale McCarr.
These 2 drafts were so bad.
Yeah, Kale McCarr with Brock Nelson and Arturi Lehkonen, Nylander with Riley and Tavares, Tage, Michkov, DeBrincat with Kane, Bennington, Dostal, Raquel, Theodore, Luukkonen, Will Smith, and that's all my players. So I like that team. It took a while to get there, but hey, you got to do 56 drafts somehow. Might as well make one of them absolutely just awfully painful.
I'll read my team off, and I will say all the correlations together, but there aren't many. Nathan McKinnon, I have Sebastian Aho with my last pick, Nikishin. I have Heishier with Timo Meyer. I have Leo Carlson with Cutter Gauthier. Uncorrelated wingers, I have Jason Robertson alone, Jordan Kyrou all alone, and then I have Toffoli with Eklund, which we're 5-on-5 and power play 1 correlated. I do think that sticks. I like Eklund. I have now 1 Eklund team. I don't think I'll have a ton of him, but his preseason metrics were actually very, very good. I looked up. He's been shooting a ton. I don't know if that'll continue, but I don't mind getting a couple shares.
It was 1 game. It was 1 game.
Now it's 2 games, sir. 2 games. Give me a chance. I just think I think he's really good. I just, whatever. Moving on. Sergachev, Chikrin, and I already said Nikishin, not correlated, but guys that shoot the puck and play power play and produce points and goals in Sergachev and Chikrin, and Nikishin should. So I don't really hate this decor compared to my last round, my last draft. And in net, I mean, Ottinger, Gustafsson is unbelievable. How many starts is that? A bazillion. How many wins? Hopefully a bazillion. And then Samuel Harrison, better than Alex Lyon, I suppose.
Just a tad. All right.
Did you win some?
Yeah, I think we all lost for being a part of this draft. Yeah, I think this is the last draft that we're doing on stream before the season starts. Obviously, after this, we get more into the daily action. So again, sometime this weekend, we're hoping to do some sort of season preview. I wonder now if Again, the hot takes department wasn't exactly a go. So I mentioned this a while back to you, DJ. I don't know if you've thought about it at all, but like the Fantasy Things draft from the Solid Verbal is one of my favorite episodes of podcasting that I listen to each year. And I don't really listen to that show much. It's a college football podcast, but they basically draft like things that go on in the upcoming season, and like basically they go back and forth drafting, and they talk about what they think might happen and what makes it interesting. So something like that could be fun because that allows us to get into player takes, awards, coaches, GMs, trades, whatever you want, just whatever things you want. We could do something like overrated, underrated, favorite, least favorite. So something like that's coming down the pipeline in your podcast feeds and somewhere on YouTube, probably on DJ's YouTube as well. But if you're in the Discord, you know about that. And then once again, my newsletter got an update today for the final drafts on Underdog. I'm doing what I'm looking for, how my teams to date look. So make sure you check that out, moods.beehive.com. I will also be doing a season preview piece that is more general. Again, it's going to be basically the downside of each team. How do I see each team failing, which in essence is also how each team succeeds, because what's the opposite of good? It's bad. And then on Monday night, we will have a show for the Tuesday slate. And yeah, then we'll be in the thick of the season. So anything you want to add to that, DJ?
A lot of drafts to do for me. I'm going to probably be in the next, I'm probably going to load up like 3 or 4 right now and get ready for bed and lay in bed and draft. And we'll be drafting this weekend, and probably Monday night going to have to do quite a few. So definitely see you in the streets. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Join the preseason daily fantasy final slates and be ready, because Monday we're back. 50K to first, $5 entry, daily fantasy. That's what it's all about. Join us if you like drafting teams on Underdog. I don't see why you wouldn't want to also get into the daily fantasy streets, because they're a ton of fun. And yeah, we'll be, Tuesday, Thursday podcasts. Look for on your podcast feed, wherever you get podcasts, and on the YouTube. So very, very excited to be back. Very excited to be watching hockey.
I should mention, if you are a bettor on hockey, DJ, I assume you're doing that again?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I think it'll be less as we get past January and the restrictions and the negative 10% ROI happens. Like, I will probably have to do some more reading and see how that affects things, or when it's going to go into place, or whatever. But it might put a bit of a damper on things if you're just automatically negative 10% ROI. It's not great.
It's rich to assume that we all will be bankrupt by December 31st, thanks to the Buffalo Sabres. So,
Lindy Ruff is going to win Coach of the Year.
That's true. I got to place that bet. We're in New Jersey.
Yeah. Are you going to go this weekend?
I think so.
I'd lose money on college football.
We'll talk.
All right.
All right. That'll do it from us. Follow me at Fake Moods on X. DJ's at DJ_Mitchell94. And do the rest of the things that we just talked about. I hope you have a great run-up to the start of the season, and we'll talk real soon. From Doug, from DJ, from myself, have a good BestPuck drafting scramble, everybody, and we will see ya.